Well, hello everybody. Let me just check the time before we get started. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 12:59 p.m.
Alexa, set volume for 10. Alexa, set timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Starting now.
Okay, so that's given me 30 minutes. I'm not going to do this whole project in one go because it's going to take a long time, and it's the first time I've done it, so I don't want to keep you guys bored. So anyway, welcome to this. Welcome to this. I'm fully stickered up now, and I know that some of you have got the new stickers, but if you want one of the new stickers, the blind Woodturner, get in touch and we'll mail one out to you. So yeah, this lutherie project for Bryn, basically I've just measured this beforehand and it's 9 5/16 in diameter, so he wants it at 8, but I'm going to show you, I've shown you this gadget in one of my optic nerve videos, but if I just turn it on, Nicola got sent the dimensions and requirements for this project. She wrote them down, which is of no use to me. So we've used the pen friend. So if I just hold this against here, I'll bring it closer so you can hear it.
Lutherie hoop, 1/4 inch thick lid, 8-inch diameter, bowl 1/2 inch wide, 3 inches deep, lid parted off.
Right, so it's got to be 8 inches in diameter, 3 inches deep. The lid wants parting off, and he just wants 1/4 inch lid thickness. And what was the other one? Oh, wall thickness. What was that?
Lutherie hoop, 1/4 inch thick lid, 8-inch diameter, bowl 1/2 inch wide,
Right.
3 inches deep,
So
lid parted off.
So we need it 1/2 inch wall thickness. But the important thing today for this first session is for me to knock it into round and get it down to just slightly larger than 8 inches. So that's cool. Anyway, last week we had a great week. We was in Derbyshire, and I've since found out that McCavitt lives in Derbyshire. Anyway, that's a bit of a bummer. Could have met up with him and had a chat and a brew. But anywho, let's get down to business. This blank is already pretty true. Got it from Leon at the UKIS symposium, and so I'm just going to start getting it into some form of round. So I've got a gouge here, so I'll just feel that. Just swap that out because I want to be getting this done quite quickly. So let's just. And obviously I'll be able to speed it up in a moment. It's quite a heavy lump of wood, so I've got it on the face plate. Just stop that there now. So if you've tuned in, thank you so very much for joining in and having a listen. It's really cool to have you. So if you're new to the channel, thank you so very much, and thank you to everybody who continues to support and follow me. So and I can't remember what wood species this is, so answers on a postcard if you want, if you know what it is. Let's carry on. Stop that there. Just drop that tool rest down. So I've got quite a lot to take off, so little bit of vibration still there. A little bit. So it must almost be in round now. Just have a good feel. And I've got some exciting news to tell you in a minute about something that Nicola's up to that wants to share with you. So now I'm just going to offer the square section bar just to, still a bit high in the middle. I just want to make sure that things are going nice and square, because in my mind this is basically going to be like a sweetie tin or a biscuit tin, perfectly vertical sides and wall, so I think that's what we're going for. So I'm just making sure that things are kept nice and square as often as I can. So what I'll be able to do now is move to the square cutter, and then I'll start taking sort of plunge cuts, and I'll start chasing out widths, and I'll start removing some more depth now. I've just been taking light cuts just to true it up and things like that. Anyway, let's just get onto this quickly. I hope you can see that there. So that should say warwickfisher.com, turning and photo. So obviously that's the website where you would go to for the wood turning shop if you wanted to buy something or order a commission. But anyway, Nicola has been a fantastic photographer for many years. Now, I've never seen any of her photos because I was already blind before we met. So, but everyone says she takes an absolutely amazing photograph, and she's got a really good eye for this art form, and she's done photography her whole life. Anyway, she does some amazing photographs of not so much rustic, more grungy. She's really into the grungy side, the down the back streets of Manchester where there's a lot of street art and things that are decaying and falling apart. It makes for very interesting subject matter. So she has taken a load of photographs, and she has got original photos now, some of her artwork up for sale on warwickfisher.com. So it would be really nice, a lot of you know Nicola of course, you know, to pop over and have a look. It's supposed to be absolutely amazing, and it's grungy and street art and stuff that most people just walk past and never give a second glance to. Nicola sees the beauty in all that sort of hidden stuff. So it'd be really kind if you could go over there, leave us some feedback. Of course, brilliant, buy something. There's options as to what sort of print you can buy. So yeah, it's a plug for Nicola, and yeah, it'd be great if you could just check her artwork out. So, and yeah, Nicola obviously worked massively hard for me. So, under the job, not too much. Now I can tell by feel when the cutter tip has sort of like reached the bottom of the cut by the side of the previous cut. So it's taking me time. And after this pass I will measure it. Now this smells absolutely amazing. Woo. And of course I've got to stop now because I've just moved from where I was, so anyhow, carry on. It's a nice little cut. I'm not using the whole width of the cutter blade because it can get a bit grabby and noisy, so nice and slow. And if I just do that. And just to know where I am now, I'll get the tape measure.
0 inches.
So we're after
1/16
No.
inch. 1/16.
I'm not ready.
0
Calm down.
minus 1/16. 0
Right, 0. So roughly guess where middle diddle is.
9 and 1/16 inches.
So it's just over 9 there, so plenty more to go.
0 inches.
That should turn off on its own in a moment. So just make sure.
Turning off in 5 seconds.
Give it a bit more. Obviously you overhang a little bit more with a carbide cutter. Well, I found it better that way, so let's just bring that tailstock up again. So, good to go now. Again. So I can feel some great shavings coming off. I can hear them firing and hitting my chest. Pretty cool. Nice and gentle. So anyway, the trip we had to Derbyshire was fantastic. We did Chatsworth House, which is still owned by the Duke and Duchess of Devonshire, and we did Eam, which is a Derbyshire village which was practically wiped out during the plague. And there's a manor house there which we went in and was able to feel all the beautifully turned tables and chairs and four-poster beds. Bakewell, Tideswell, little villages like Hartington, Ewgreve. Really nice place to go if you can. So we'd stayed in a barn that had some a studio conversion, and the weather wasn't that bad. Only a couple of days we got wet. So I know that this could be potentially pretty boring, but it's a process that we'd all have to go through, and at least I'm allowed to upload content and spend time with you guys. So just making sure that I'm checking this for. So yeah, I think it needs to be taken down more from the left. So I'll start in from the left here. To the left, to the front of it. And after this, tap down, measure it again. It always surprises me how hot the shavings feel when they come off. Check this for square now. That's feeling a lot better there now, so we'll have another quick measurement check.
0 inches. 8 and 13/16 inches. 8 and 5/8 inches. 8 and 5/8 inches.
So it's down to 8.5 now. So
0 inches.
needs to be taking, just
Turning off in 5 seconds.
taking me time now. I'll come in from the left side again, and I'm going to just increase the speed a little now. Piece of wood is just fired straight up my left nostril. Found its way under the face shield and up my nose, which I find quite offensive, really. Yeah, so this piece is going to be finished dark. The customer wants it staying dark, so I might put some ebonising, not lacquer, but the vinegar and steel wool mix. I've got some of that it's been brewing for months. So I might ebonize it first, and then I think I might have some dark Jacobino for some walnut stain. Alexa, how much time is left on the timer?
You have one timer with about 9 minutes and 30 seconds left.
So we've got 9 minutes left. So
0 inches. 6 and 5/8 inches. 7 and a quarter inches. 8 and 5/16 inches.
you see, let's find the centre position there.
8 and 5/16 inches. 8 and 5/16 inches.
Give it a
7 and 1/8 inches. 8 and 5/16 inches. 8 and 5/16 inches.
Right,
0 inches.
I'm sure it said that before.
0, 0,
Better cancel that and just try again.
8 and 5/16 inches.
Just excuse my back, folks, I'm just not
8
certain that.
and 5/16 inches. 8 and 5/16 inches.
No,
0 inches.
well, talk about measure twice, that was measure 8 times. So,
Turning off in 5 seconds.
off we jolly well go. Whew. Really hot. So anyway, I don't know what the weather's like where you are, but it's a bit showery here today. Check that for square. Doesn't feel too bad at that.
Inches.
Nope.
6 and 7/8 inches. 9 and 3/16 inches. 8 and 1/16 inches. 8 and 1/16 inches.
8 and 1/16. So I'm going to leave it at that now, because obviously it will need some finishing cuts and
Turning off in 5 seconds.
sanding and everything else that goes along with that. So, right, so what I can do now is actually just start squaring off this face. Oh, actually, he needs it 3 inches deep. Let's just listen to this again.
Lutherie hoop, 1/4 inch thick lid, 8-inch diameter,
Yeah, got that.
bowl 1/2 inch wide,
Not done that yet.
3 inches deep, lid parted off.
Excuse me. Right, so 3 inches deep and 1/4 inch deep lid. So let me just.
0 inches.
This is
3 11/16 inches.
right. So this does actually need a fair bit parting off. So what I can do is get my brad awl. I said I was going to do half an hour, but I might go over that a bit. So if you're up for it, I'm up for it.
Turning off in 5 seconds.
I've asked people that know me not to phone me so the stream isn't terminated. It's not turning on now, which is nice. Is there a delay?
0 inches.
Ah, there you go. So
7/16 of an inch. 3 5/16 inches. 3 3/16 inches. 3 1/16 inches.
3 1/16 inches. I'm going to give it a bit more than that.
3 1/8 inches. 3 1/8 inches. 3 3/16 inches. 3 1/4 inches.
3 1/4 inches, a bit more than
3
that.
5/16 inches.
So it's thundering. I'm just scoring a mark with my awl.
3 1/4 inches.
Right, I'll go and feel for a parting tool, and then I can make a score line, and then to the right of that score line I will get rid of.
Turning off in 5 seconds.
So that's pretty cool. So really I just need to be going in here now with my parting tool. Let's get rid of that. Have a drink of tea. My shop, my rules. Tea. Oh, that's good. Right, parting tool. Let's see what we can do here now. we go. Typical. I knew it would move. Line up again. Just widen that out a bit. Alexa, stop. Alexa, set timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Starting now.
Radio. Maybe that was the problem. The tool rest wasn't secure. Right, let's go again. Well, that was the problem. That made me jump that squeal then. Hey! Right then. Just gotta take my time. Let's just get rid of some of this outer band now. So I'll be able to reach in deeper. For some reason that tool rest keeps getting loose. Or is it just me being careless? Probably the latter. Right then, carry on. Widen her up. Obviously, if you're new to wood turning, when you're parting off, especially going in quite deep like this, give yourself extra width, otherwise with the heat from the tool, the steel will expand, it'll grab, you could have a catch. So go make the gap wider than the tool itself to give you a bit of room. So let's carry on here. Maybe just raise that tool rest up a little bit. See if that can, let's check with my finger for the spacing. Just do another cut here now. I don't want to get it spinning any faster. Give her a bit of the angle of the dangle here. Let's get rid of this. For me, going nice and slow like this, it's the safest way. And obviously I'm feeling everything. Bit of chatter there now because of the overhang of the tool rest. Take a bit more off. We'll carry on. Widen that now. You can actually feel I've been going in at an angle, but I'll get that. That's okay because it's rather I'd rather leave more on than take too much off, because otherwise Bryn will be having a lutherie hoop that's smaller than he asked for. Which I don't want to do. Some more thunder there. Wear that off a little bit. Move that in a bit closer now. Make sure it's clear. Parting tool again. Yeah, more with the square carbide tipped cutter. Right, in fact, I can do a different approach now, so I'm just going to move you guys around. Come with me. Yeah, I'm stuck. I'm unstuck. stuck again. Oh, that's better. Right, oh, you should have it. You should, yeah. Whatever. You should be in view there. Let's get this chase down. Turn that around. Check for centre. Too high. Down a bit more. Yeah, when I actually end this live stream in a few minutes, it won't let me end the session whilst it's in blind mode. So I have to turn off the accessibility options for the blind, and luckily the button to finish the session is the top right hand side of the screen, so it's easy for me to find, but I think that's why it might get a bit glitchy when I'm signing off. So I apologise for that, but it's just how it allows me to do it, unfortunately. So let's just and there's the phone. Hello? I've got 12 people watching. This is Nicola. Hello, 12 people watching. Okay, Nicola, thanks a lot. Okay, well, if I've got some watching, I'm going to carry on till for a bit longer. Alright, thanks, Nicola. Bye. Hi everybody! Whoa! Excellent. Right, I have an audience. So yeah, I'm just coming in from this face, just removing this material. Well, I've got my brother from another mother, Mike Atkinson, over in Illinois. So, hello Mike. Yuval. Over in Italy. Hello Yuval. Feels like I'm getting near. Chase that tip out. So I'll just get my talking tape measure and just see what we're at here now for
0 inches. 3 1/8 inches.
3 1/8.
1/8 inches.
3 1/8. So yeah, I just need
0
to
inches.
0 inches. Yeah, so I just need to square this off now.
In 5 seconds.
And then we can go to the next step. So I'm going to change that cutter, going to the round tipped cutter now. It's cutting now, it's just wood, I don't know what it is. So I'm again, one of the reasons why I like using these square bar carbide cutters is that it gives me a straight edge to check that things are square. So I can feel by the rocking motion, obviously if it's rocking in the middle, there's a high point there, and that feels pretty, as Harvey says, skookum. So just a little bit more here. It's a very light cut. Oh, I read your email this morning, Mike, so it's good that you're firing on all cylinders and popsies, so that's really cool. And you, Val, I've got a cup of tea, mate, so to Mike and you, Val, and everyone else, cheers. Love you all. Alexa, stop. So, that's 45 minutes now we've had, so I'll give it another 15 minutes. Alexa, set timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Starting now.
So, just do a bit more of a high stop. So I will definitely sign off in the next time the alarm goes off, because obviously I don't want you guys getting too bored, and we'll pick up tomorrow, same time, in exactly the same place. So it's just a lovely gentle cut. So that's cool. So what I'm actually going to do now is bring back up the tailstock and mark my mortise for the jaws. So just feel for the tailstock. And obviously if I was doing this on my own without video on it, I'd have some dust extraction going, but you'd never hear me with that firing up. So radio. Get this up, find the centre place. So I'll be using my 100mm jaws, my bigger jaws. I normally use the 80mm jaws, but because it's a bigger piece of wood, I shall use the bigger, beefier jaws. So what I need to do now is obviously locate that in my marking hole. I'll show you that in a second. And that will have obviously left a score line for me. So that's just another one of my little gadgets. So just off camera for a second, and I'm just making sure those jaws are alright. So obviously I'm going to just back this tailstock out again. Have a feel. Our parting tool, going to go in at an angle to give me that dovetail. Obviously I can't measure the angle, I just guess it. But I can't go in too deep, although actually this is still, oh yeah, I can go in a bit more. It's because this is still oversized. So there's that there. Took the wrong one. Let's chase this centre portion out now. Just turn her up a little bit. Gentle pressure. I'll have a feel of that now. And that's feeling pretty good. I can't feel any significant tear out. Very happy with that, folks. Very happy. So let's just give this front face a bit of a have a feel here now with that. Light pass with this square tip. For up that. That feels nice and flat there. So obviously this is going to be the base, which will then be parted off for the lid, if you know what I mean, or will become clear in subsequent live streams, as is my understanding of the project. So that's pretty cool. So what's the next? Oh right, yes, this outside rim, I can just get my fine finishing tools on that and just get that up to finished dimensions. So let's just have a feel. It's not that one, it's not that one, it's this one. So fine finishing tool, just very light passes, trying to keep it nice and square. Getting some lovely angel hairs off there, so I can have a feel. Still some decent tear out. So to make things easier and smoother and faster, I've got some of, as he trips over the tailstock, I've got some of the wax paste that Mick Ambry, who was at UKISS, makes. So he was kind enough to give me some. So it's got lemon oil in, so it smells absolutely amazing. So if you apply this quite liberally, to the wood, this is going to make it smoother and easier to knock into shape, he says, optimistically. So I'll just give that a second to seep in for a second. Alright, no. Right, that's probably way above centre, that, so just drop that down a bit. Let me see how this goes now. Got a piece of kitchen towel because this is going to pick up the wax on the end of the tool. Get my position. Oh, what a smell coming off that. It's heavenly. It's almost like being in Italy. The Duval, that smell of lemons coming off. So yeah, that's all folks. It is getting better. I'm going to turn the speed up. You know why? Because I can. That's what. So, just getting these nice little gossamer shavings off. It's getting there. And give it another brush. And apply it right into where that tear out is. So obviously it's going to be sanded too. Find my starting position. Remember Sesame Street? Today's episode is brought to you by the letter C and the number 7. So, right. Still feels quite gnarly that, but I have to be careful because of the dimensions. So let's have a measure.
0 inches. 7 and 7/8 inches. 7 and 15/16 inches.
Now when I did speak to
0
Bryn,
inches. 0 inches.
he did say I did have a bit of wiggle room. So
Turning off in 5 seconds.
I think that's as far as I need to go with the tools. So it's on for some sanding now. So in fact it will probably be better if just firing up this sander and just getting on with it. And I know it's going to be hard for you to hear, but while I've got a couple of minutes, make sure I don't unplug the wrong thing. Right. Alexa, stop. Right, folks. Just throw my glasses away. Yeah, that's responded now. So off camera now, I will just stand now these faces to where I need to get them, and I'm not going to do any more than that, I promise you. So tomorrow we will be ready for some colour and Yorkshire gritting and polishing. So thank you so very much. I'm going to come round there now. You'll hear the phone go into speaky mode, and then it'll get a bit glitchy. So again, I apologise for that, but it's the only way it's working. So same time tomorrow, 1 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time, 1 PM rather, Greenwich Mean Time. We'll carry on. So off camera, I'm just going to spend another 10 minutes sanding that, and then we've got a clean sheet, as it were, for tomorrow. So just let me... So bye everybody. Bye. Thank you so very much. You know I appreciate it. Straight from the heart. I'm still trying to go. This is carnage.